Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we're looking at a beer from the Hardknott Brewery in Cumbria, in England. It is a bottle of their Code Black, Black India Pale Ale, Cascadian Dark Ale, India Brown Ale, whatever you want to call it, India Black Ale, whatever you want to call it. It is 5.6% ABV, 500ml bottle. So it's quite surprising that I've taken this long to review a beer from Hardknott. I mean, I've known Anne and Dave for a couple of years now, and I thought it's about time I've got one of their beers on review. So I've got my new Hardknott glass as well. I had a bit of an issue with glass breakages recently, and I'm stocking up again. So let's get this in the glass. First time I had this, it was on cask at International IPA Day at Mr. Foley's in Leeds. I had a bottle last night, so I'm giving away the secrets here. Anyway, lovely. So I'd say in the glass it's kind of like a mid-brown, mid to dark brown, not as dark as it appears on the camera. Quite murky looking beer. Is it a black IPA? I call it an India Brown Ale. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, Dogfish Head's India Brown Ale is out of this world. Last beer I homebrewed as well was a kind of a hoppy brown ale, and I think it's a really great emerging style. But anyway, regardless, so that's the colour. The head, it's a really nice kind of frothy head, kind of beige in colour. Anyway, let's have a sniff. The first thing that I got, and I got that as I poured it, is a really nice fresh orange quality. Tucked in there with that is a very specific kind of coffee quality, which reminds me of Michela's Coffee, which is quite a fragrant, spicy coffee. Definitely milk chocolate in there, but it's a really nice balance of juicy hops and roasted kind of coffee and chocolate. A bit milk chocolate more than dark chocolate. It's a lovely smelling beer. Very nice. Anyway, let's have a taste. Initially, a nice kind of fruity hop quality. Then quite soon after that it becomes a bit more assertive to the hops. And it's quite pithy. And I'd say quite heavy on the grapefruit flesh as well, like tinned grapefruits. But at the same time as that, there's a maybe like a slight sweet berry quality, which is a combination of kind of maybe like blackberries and cranberries. And then you get a bit of milk chocolate in there, and then the coffee really arrives. And whilst this is happening, those hops keep coming. Yeah, very assertive really. Not in a bad way. A lot of hop flavour. The bitterness isn't that overriding, which I think is a really good quality for this style of beer. I mean, you've got to have that balance between hop flavour and then the certain roasted qualities you'll get from those dark malts, maybe Carafa Special or a bit of chocolate malt. I mean, I've heard various kind of ways of doing it, but the hops it's all citrus and nicely fragrant as well, slightly floral, but quite tart, quite cutting citrus, grapefruit, lemon peel, pithy orange. And it ends with a hint of licorice just then. Once more, a bit more of that coffee. This time a bit heavier, a bit more kind of espresso quality kind of coffee. And then finally a bit of lasting, slightly perfumed hop bitterness, which has got quite a grapefruity flavour, quite a perfumey kind of grapefruit quality. I really like it. I really like it. It's really interesting. The bottle I had last night, I remember being a lot smoother, and had a lot more kind of that coffee quality. I've just got home from work, I opened up this, and I'm getting a load more hops. Yeah, getting a bit more kind of really high percentage dark chocolate in there, and in a slightly kind of retro nasal quality. It's kind of wafting around in there. It's a lovely beer. It really is. The first two beers I'm going to review from Hardknott. I'm going to be reviewing their triple vanilla mocha stout called Vitesse Noir, which I'm really excited about trying. But anyway, the beer in question today, Hardknott Brewery's Code Black, Black India Pale Ale, 5.6% ABV. Hardknott recently started selling their bottles online via their own website. So, and this is where I bought mine from. I shared the postage with a couple of friends. I have got to admit, the service was fantastic. I ordered Friday afternoon and it came Monday morning. It was brilliant. I was really impressed. Well packed. I mean, I cannot say any better things about my experience ordering from them. I mean, because out there's a certain brewery, maybe kind of a bit further north, and I've had a lot of problems with them online, but not with Hardknott. I can definitely recommend it because the beer's great, it's exciting, it's pushing the boundaries a bit as well. You mean Dave, he's a character. He's definitely a character, and he's a good amount of crazy, is Dave. That's how you get kind of interesting beers. He's got a real kind of passion for kind of barrel aging beers as well, and a brewery on the scale that they have. It's quite a very small kind of production brewery. Everything's hand done. It's hand bottled, hand labelled. It's as kind of more as artisanal a brewery you can find, I'm telling you. So anyway, get out there, check out some Hardknott beers. This one's an absolute winner. They've got others. Infrared's definitely worth checking out. Another big hoppy beer. I might review that one as well. Anyway, Code Black from Hardknott Brewery in Cumbria, and it's 5.6% India Black Ale. I'm going India Black Ale. And so check them out online, www.hardknott, so that's HARDKNOTT.com. Hardknott Brewery, Code Black. It's a lovely beer. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.